always has to be a shot at somebody.
I know.
They're never clean.
They have to run. That's the only shot they have.
They do it for 82 games. We're about to find out.
He already has shown what he's capable of.
Did surprise me. I thought we were going to hang in there.
This makes me think that we do need to be humble.
I actually think you're the only one who deserved that beating.
Hey, Bobby Manning here alongside BYU freshman AJ Dybantsa, who is going to be coming back to Boston to play at TD Garden in just a couple of weeks against UConn. He's here for Red Bull, and just want to know your emotions, man, as you prepare to come back and play in your hometown in front of a lot of fans, family, all that.
I'm not trying to think too much about anything really outside the game plan, because obviously, it's a business trip at the end of the day, so I'm just trying to go win a basketball game. But it should be exciting to play in front of a lot of people that haven't got to see me play since I've been moving out the state.
Yeah, when did you first hear that you were going to be playing at TD Garden? And, what was your reaction?
When I first hear about it, like a couple months after the season was over, when they were trying to figure out the non-conference schedule, they kind of said that we were going to play back at a lot of people's home cities. So we went back to Vegas, Xavier Stadium's from there. And then they said we're gonna have a Boston game. So I was kind of excited, just being from Brockton, being 30 minutes out from Boston. I played in TD before with my old school, so just being able to go back and play in front of fans, I was just super excited.
What do you remember about that game? It was with San Sebastian, right? When you played there against your rival.
Yeah.
What do you remember about that?
We won. That's all I remember from it. That we won.
That's what it's all about, man. Right? How big was the crowd for that one?
Our school showed out. Our school showed a lot of support at St. Seb's. Student section came out and everything. But it wasn't like a super huge crowd. I think it'll be way more people now.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll have you take me back to you growing up in Brockton. What got you into basketball? I have an idea, from someone close to you. Someone got you a basketball hoop when you were really young. Do you remember that story?
Yeah. Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah, and what was it like getting into basketball for the first time? Do you remember some of your earliest memories around the game?
Besides the hoop, it was just playing we had this thing called BCB, which is Brockton Community Basketball, and just playing YMCA leagues. And then we started getting AAU when I was in third grade.
Yeah, and did you love it? Did you fall in love with the game right away, or did it take a little while?
Nah, I didn't start loving basketball till COVID. So before that, I was just playing for fun.
Yeah, what changed that? What would you say made you really start to love the game?
I don't know. It's just when I started, practicing every day and just working out every day, and I just figured out that I can really just actually do something with basketball, go to school for free, and potentially even beyond. I think I just kind of fell in love with the game, and I started hating to lose and loving to win.
Do you remember your first Celtics game you went to?
I don't remember the first Celtics game I went to, the exact first game. But I remember, earlier games when, Kevin Garnett and we're playing Rajon Rondo. I think I remember the Isaiah Thomas days. And obviously I've been to games where, Tatum and Brown, obviously.
Was your first jersey Kevin Garnett?
Yeah. I think my first ever NBA jersey was Kevin Garnett, yeah.
What do you love about his game?
No, he's very passionate. I was actually thankful to meet him a couple months back at the NBA Summer League. But, going back and watching his highlight films, he was just very passionate, defensive menace. He was just all over the place. And I kind of like that mentality in a lot of players.
Who's your favorite player of all time?
Kevin Durant.
And you got to meet him, right? I believe him and his dad and, some of his family.
Yeah. Kevin is I'm not super close to any NBA players. I'm not even going to say I'm super close with any of them, but out of all the players that I know, I'll probably say I talk to him the most. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I believe one of his, I think his dad told you that your game almost reminds him of you. What was that like to hear that from, a family member of one of your favorite players?
I was kind of younger, so I was kind of whoa, do you actually see that? Because I wasn't really I don't think I play like KD. I think he's pretty one of one. I think it's very hard to mimic his game, but for his dad to say that, it was kind of whoa, maybe all my hard work is paying off and people are noticing.
how challenging was it for you to leave Boston when you went to California and Utah eventually to play prep? Like, are there like certain things you miss about home though when you're away, and obviously now getting started at BYU?
I mean, home is home. It's just like where you grew up. I mean, so just obviously, I mean, if you get homesick a lot, I mean, just you being at home with your own bed and stuff like that. But I'm pretty adaptable, so it's like it wasn't really too hard for me.
For sure. And what was it like? I think it was about a year ago. You were able to go to a Celtics game and see Jaylen, see Jayson, some of the guys on the team now. What was that experience like for you?
No, it's just cool. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not close with them, but I mean, they acknowledge me. They acknowledge my game, and obviously, them playing for the Celtics. I've been to a couple games. I've been to JT camp. I've gotten advice from both of those guys, so it's just good to connect with them every time I can see them.
For sure. And this was last night. I don't know if you got to see this. They played the Wizards last night. Jaylen, after the game, talked a little bit about you.
Great kid, great family, great basketball player. Obviously doing well at BYU. And I know being a hometown kid, it'd be probably fun for him to get to playing in the Garden in front of a home atmosphere.
No, I didn't see that. That was the first time I seen that.
What do you think of that? Hearing him talk about you after one of the Celtics games?
Nah, I'm just saying, it's just like a blessing. I mean, these are the top guys in the country, not the country, in the world. Like, these are NBA All-Stars. Just hearing your name, it's just kind of like a blessing. But yeah, again, I've spoken to them before, so I mean, we kind of have that relationship where he's able to speak on, my behalf and what he knows about me. So I mean, so it's just like a blessing that he's able to acknowledge me on like a press conference like that.
Did you get a good piece of advice from either of them? Like, did they, share anything with you that kind of sticks with you? I know you haven't had a ton of conversations with them, but is there like one thing that stands out?
Yeah, I mean, both of them were kind of like high recruits in high school. So when I was in high school talking to them, they were like, just stay the course. I mean, that was where you were at. Top 3, high school player coming into college and having to, go through the whole college process, whole combine process, and then just get where they were at. They're both top 3. They're both number 3 picks. Drafted by the Celtics. So just telling me like to stay the course.
Do you watch a lot of their games? Do you follow them closely?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Celtics are my favorite team. I support all Boston teams: Red Sox, Patriots, Celtics. Yeah.
What was it like when they won the championship a couple of years ago? Where were you watching?
Yeah, I actually went to game 1. I went to game 1 in TD. It was a crazy atmosphere. That was my first finals appearance, so it was very different from the regular season. But I mean, I was happy. Obviously, the whole city of Boston was happy, but I was just happy for them because they haven't won in a long time.
Yeah. Did anything stand out about that atmosphere of a finals game and just what like it's like to be at something like that?
Yeah, it's just like if you go to regular season games, I mean, it's still loud because they say Boston's actually one of the harder places to play at. But when you go to the finals, it's loud. Like it's a whole different atmosphere. Like it's like kind of unexplainable.
Yeah, for sure. Was that the game Pritchard hit the half court shot, or was that game 5? It's all kind of a blur to me right now.
I don't know. He might have hit one. He was in the.
That was the game KP came back and had that huge performance.
Yeah, by 30. Yeah, that was that game.
Fans, I mean, it's interesting now because, they're obviously having, a season where Jayson's out and recovering from the injury and stuff like that. Do you hear a lot of the noise from the fans who are like, man, I'd love to see this guy on the Celtics one day? Like, I feel like I've seen a lot of that on social media already, like fans just being like, man, I hope something breaks a certain way and, AJ ends up on the Celtics here. Do you see a lot of that?
Yeah, like I've actually been on Twitter a little bit more, trying to just see like, my engagement. Obviously, I've been getting a little bit more followers on Twitter, so I've been trying to like engage more. But yeah, I've been seeing those. I get tagged in them all the time. So, I mean, obviously, I'm seeing it, and then they're tagging me on Instagram and all these different social media platforms, so I'm definitely seeing it.
What do you think when you read that? Like, what kind of goes through your mind when you read that?
I mean, it's 2 things. One, that my hometown acknowledges me, and they see my talent, and obviously they want me to play and represent my hometown, which is like a plus. But at the end of the day, like, I mean, it's not my choice. The lottery does what it does. The NBA does what it does. It's not my choice to play for whatever team. So, I mean, I'm just going to be grateful for whoever drafts me, whenever that is, and I'm just gonna make the most out of every opportunity, if that's Boston or if it's not.
That'd be special though, right? If it went that way, like I'm sure that's like the dream for you, I would imagine, as a Celtics fan.
Like I said, I like my favorite team is the Celtics to watch as a fan. But I don't know how different it'll be whenever I make it to the NBA. They might still be my favorite team, or my favorite team might be the team that I get drafted to. So who knows?
For sure, for sure. I understand that it'll change depending on where you go there. But what would it be like to play with Jaylen and Jayson? Like, how do you feel like you would fit in with those guys if that did end up happening?
Yeah, if the basketball gods ever made that work out, I think that we both kind of all three played similar positions. I think we can each play the guard or the wing. I mean, so if it ever happened, I think that our games, I think their games complement each other well, Tatum and Brown. And I think I am pretty adaptable and I'm pretty flexible to play multiple positions. So I think that it really wouldn't hurt anybody's game. I think it would only enhance it if it came down to that.
If you play fantasy, you know how it is this time of year. Your team's hurt, guys are out, you pick the wrong guys, you're in last place. All kinds of things can go wrong 5-6 weeks into the season. But with Prize Picks, you can build a new lineup every single week. That's the beauty of it. Love playing Prize Picks for football season. Drake May is going to be in all my lineups right now, the way he's playing. All you got to do is pick more or less on 2 player stats. So rushing touchdowns, passing yards, all of that. And it's the only lineup that offers stacks. So if you pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup, let's say May's passing yards, rushing yards, and touchdowns, you can pick them all in the same lineup now. So you can have Drake May 3 times if you want, only on Prize Picks. Follow other Prize Picks players directly in the app and copy their lineups in one click, whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like. Hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on Prize Picks. My favorite's the injury reboots. If one of your player leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. And it's the best way to win cash this football season. Which players are going off, which are overhyped. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get 50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. It's going to be UConn, right, at the Garden. I know you're putting a lot of emotion on it as you go into it here, but it is going to feel like a big atmosphere, right? And I'm sure you've played in some of those already, throughout your time. What do you imagine that atmosphere being like, and how do you handle a big environment, a big game like that, like mentally?
I mean, you can't really think about the outside noise too much, but UConn's pretty close. Connecticut's pretty close. So, I mean, I can only imagine it might be like 75-25 UConn. Could be 50-50. Could be more UConn fans, but there's BYU fans everywhere. And also me being from, that area, I think a lot of people will come show support to me. So it's just going to be, I'm really going to find out when we get there what the split is going to be between UConn and BYU.
Who are some of your favorite people will be? I know obviously mom and dad will be there. Some of your close friends growing up. Like, how many close friends, family do you think you'll have in the crowd for that?
I can't even give you an answer, to be honest.
Are we talking like 100, 200?
Like people that I actually know, yeah, and probably more than that.
For sure, man. And I want to shout this out too, because I love that you're doing this, and obviously I'm sure it's really close to your heart. You have a fundraiser going for the hurricane relief in Jamaica. What inspired you to put that together? And it looks like it's already going great so far, the amount of money you've been able to raise for that. What did it mean to you to be able to help out, obviously, your mom's side of the family who hails from Jamaica there?
Yeah, I've been doing giveaways / donations in Jamaica for the past 2 years now. Whenever I had my NIL deal, just giving away shoes and shirts and socks to basketball teams that were just in need, because obviously they're playing outside, so they kind of need new gear. So when the hurricane hit, me and my family were trying to decide like what else can we do, because obviously shoes isn't really gonna help them in this disaster. So I mean, we just came up with a GoFundMe, and it just kind of felt right to do it. Like I didn't feel obligated to do it. It just kind of felt right because I've been giving away to them for the past 2 years. So I'm like, this is probably gonna help them even more. So I just wanted to do the right thing. I just felt like it was right.
Yeah, and how's the start of your college career going so far early on here? Just acclimating to the team, and has it met your expectations so far? Like, what's the whole experience been like getting started out there at BYU?
Yeah, the off season was long, but it was good to get out there in Vegas and get a win against Villanova first game. Gonna start the season off on a good note. We're gonna get back at it again on Saturday against Holy Cross, but it just felt good to get a first win. We're officially in the regular season, so we're just excited to get it going.
Yeah, and do you have any things planned outside of the game? Like, are there certain things you want to do while you're back? People you want to see, things like that? Or are you just keeping the focus entirely on the game?
No, I mean, yeah, I might go see. I mean, my sister's still back home. My older sister's still back home, so I'm gonna definitely go check in with her. But whoever I can see that's not really interfering with my schedule, basketball wise, or like costing me sleep or anything, I'll definitely try to get with them. I'm gonna definitely try to go hit some of my favorite food spots back up. But other than that, just the game plan.
Really appreciate the time here, man. It's been great getting to know you a little bit here and talk to you. Last thing I wanted to ask here before we get out of here is, have you watched a lot of Celtics so far this season? What do you make of the new look roster and the team they've been having out there? And obviously Jaylen getting to lead them while Jayson's out here.
Yeah, I watched a couple games. Didn't watch the one last night. That's probably why I didn't see the press conference. But I watched a couple games. I watched the dub versus 76ers. They play a couple other teams, but I mean, I'm liking it. Definitely, it hurts losing Tatum. Obviously, he was in MVP talks and everything like that. But I think we still have a chance. I mean, don't ever count out the Celtics. They're going to play super hard. They're coached very well. So I'm not too worried about the record right now.
I'd imagine some of those guys might go to the game. I think they'll be in town. They got a couple off days, I believe, between games. So you might see some of the Celtics in the crowd there for that game as well.
Yeah, I might go hit him up, tell him to pull through.
Yeah, come on down, Jaylen, I'm sure. And Jayson's been around a lot. They're down Orlando this weekend, but they'll be back next week. And looking forward, if anyone's in Boston watching this or in the Massachusetts area, obviously come out and see BYU and UConn. And obviously, shout out to Red Bull who put this all together as well. He's AJ Dybantsa, getting going with his freshman year out there at BYU. Thank you so much for your time here, man. And looking forward to seeing you out here. And good luck with your season.
I appreciate it. Thank you.